I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could into all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political slaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this a jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush love for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution, maybe not should I do it. Just put it in the music, just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Those city winds that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Those city winds that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Those silly winds that never be the same.
Hey. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Name on my crowd, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It's been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Match my job with the polo. Like my style, don't y'all? Nights like this, I wish I was with y'all. On my turf, roll out the Henry rocks. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather.
I need a break.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life,
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Prime time over grind, game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch you skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down front. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me this.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
At the 43-yard line.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain
on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 40.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted by the
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
At their 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Eric Ebron.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
36-yard line.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
On the play.
And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle, former 1st-round pick in his 3rd season now out of the University of Washington.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
40-yard line. That's the end.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
And that's a good catch and a good pickup for a 1st down for Ronald Jones. And he's got to be thinking to himself, can I be the James White of Tampa Bay? Remember, White played such a big role for Tom Brady in New England. Can Ronald Jones now be that guy? Only 30 catches a year ago, but he could easily double that number. But Tom Brady throwing him the football out of the backfield.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 39, Mahomes looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start the drive with Samuels. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Samuels, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 41, Roethlisberger throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st.
Yards on the play.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
And again, it's Mahomes. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Mahomes now on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go draw play. This is Samuels. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Now Roethlisberger to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
First and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Second down and goal. Roethlisberger. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Buccaneers nothing. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Throwing now is Mahomes. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guys' jersey clean throughout the game.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And break. The tight end's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Mahomes to throw once more. To Evans on the slant. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the...
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it. And were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Steelers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Tyreek Hill on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Big Ben and the Steelers now down 14-7, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. He's back to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
First down now, but that clock rolling. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. Intended for Jalen Samuels. It's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bucs take over.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. First throw in overtime now for Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He's at the 30, the 20, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
nation. This is second nature. I just automatic. Caught up. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops. If he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched. Had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Ayy, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah,
When I hit that,
okay, yeah, yeah,
when I hit that,
okay, yeah, yeah,
when I hit that,
okay, yeah, yeah.
when I hit that.
Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
when I hit that,
okay, yeah, yeah,
when I hit that,
okay, yeah, yeah,
when I hit that,
okay, yeah, yeah.
when I hit that, then 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 I hit
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Green Bay Packers. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. First down, Rodgers. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
33, Aaron Jones, the ball.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Jamal Adams there.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First down.
Didn't get it by much, but bottom line, got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early and hope it can carry through.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's to his running back, complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Behind the line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. And it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Back out here comes Pittsburgh's offense, and they're fresh off a Week 5 win against their in-state rival Philadelphia, 38-29. It's the 6th time that they've played since the turn of the century. And they're even now. Each team has won 3 games since then. But, Charles, really the story in this one was rookie Chase Claypool. How about 4 touchdowns against the Eagles, something that no Steelers player had done since 1968.
Yeah, this has been a really impressive start for this rookie out of Notre Dame. They got him in the 2nd round, and, Brandon, as you've noticed over time, Pittsburgh tends to find their best receivers in the 2nd round, not necessarily the 1st round guy, or even later. It's been amazing how they've grabbed those guys and developed them. Claypool, 4 touchdowns against Philadelphia. Now Pittsburgh.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20.
On 1st down, Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Tackle made by Devin Bush. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers, touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess there to make the grab, and the Packers have taken the early lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Good. Makes the score Packers 7, Steelers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Johnson now returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Steelers nothing.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he connects with Ebron. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
That's good.
A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 53 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll take over 1st.
They'll run here with Connor.
At the 6-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll run with Samuels. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
He always admire a guy who can go to his progressions and find the open receiver. I believe we just saw that there.
And we admire him just a little bit more when it goes for a touchdown. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Christmas.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Williams to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
For Green Bay.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Rodgers.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Connor. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Packers offense set to go, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Rodgers pass incomplete. Out of the end zone. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Connor. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
The tackle.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson stepping up. He's going to keep it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to be Packer football. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The tackle made
a gain of 3, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Again, zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Funchess. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the Steelers' 26-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
8-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Steelers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Uses the stiff arm. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Got the remote. Let's give him a show.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hayward on the tackle. That's the end of the third quarter.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Funches with a catch over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
think. What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Packers 21, Steelers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So Russell Wilson and the offense down by 2 touchdowns, 1:54 on the clock. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Wilson operating from the gun toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Intended for Eric Ebron.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Tonight's final
So
score.
it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. I see water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a J's in a way. Got a new wristwatch where they don't take time. I pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And he wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's grit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's grit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. Your friend smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's grit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's grit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, up, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up, my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm tryna find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I work. Got a gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's grit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's grit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. You ain't built like that.
Flag on the play.
Yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
nature, all is automatic.
No
it? Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light years.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, Pakistan.
Rodgers now on first down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
He was taken down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
44-yard line.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
29-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
On first down, Wilson. And Jones has it over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They run for it with Carson. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
On down.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Jones, the ball
on the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the 2 winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these 2, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones, who beat the Seahawks 28-23. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Made by Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Jones. A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. Coming up on a 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now it's Carson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the
defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Tyler Irvin back deep. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy, and that particular play just came from the outside.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now that he gets to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even 1st half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And Lewis has it, the tight end. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
Rodgers
a gain of 6 there on 1st.
Devontae Adams. It's a pickup of 6. brings up 2nd and 4.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. But he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, after a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson on the move to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
So look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On first down, It's Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers from the right hash. This from 48. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
Dixon to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And a fair catch is taken here a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 5. Operating from the gun, Wilson.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Olsen.
2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
He was defended by James.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The throw over the middle, taken in. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
The Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
For the Seahawks field goal, a 48-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Now a dump off here complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame woofing has turned into results.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rodgers to throw. That's going to be caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
And they have got the lead
is good. Makes the score Packers 7, Seahawks 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. So Wilson and the Seahawks down 7-6, 24 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Greg Olsen. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw. They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Final score, Packers 7.
We were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.